Hello, hello, hello. This is Pete with Concise Bourbon. Just wanted to go ahead and let you know that right now I'm starting my Best of Fort Wayne competition. It's going to be the best of the single barrel picks. Now, in a previous video, I said I was going to go against Fort Wayne. It's 4 stores. Two of them have 3 bottles that I selected, and two of them have 1 bottle. Now, to narrow down so it's fair, so it's 1 bottle each, I'm going to narrow down the 2 stores that have 3 bottles. This store is Gay's Hoppenschnaps in Auburn, Indiana. Now, the store manager there, Misty, along with her team, they always take good care of me. So very hospitable, and I look forward to trying their barrel picks. So here we have Backbone, uncut, straight bourbon whiskey, single barrel. This is about a 5.5 year bourbon. And now it says it's 117 proof. Now it says uncut. Now, while that says uncut, I did notice that the viscosity of this is pretty thin. You don't see any legs on there, right? And don't mind the Old Forester glasses. Old Forester, I just went to the distillery, I picked up some glasses. I really like them. But this is very thin. I don't see any. I see very little oils in there, so I don't know why it says uncut. It really does look like it's cut down with some water. And if it's not, then maybe it's not going into the wood very much and getting much oils. I don't know what's going on. But let's go ahead and go to the palate real quick. The palate is fantastic. So what I get is a cocoa, almost like a good high quality hot chocolate in the glass, a mocha. And one of my bottles say the last mocha. This actually smells like the last mocha. I smell some cinnamon. I also smell some vanilla and some ethanol. That's the predominant sense of these, but by far it's the cocoa. All right, so now I'm finally starting to see some oils in there. I don't know if I had to keep on mixing it, but I'm seeing a little bit, not much, but I'm still seeing a little bit now. It's still a little thin, but let's go ahead and try it on the palate. Yes, it's cocoa forward. I love it. I really enjoy eating a bite of dark chocolate and then having some whiskey. I don't need that with this. This gives me that cocoa up front, along with some cinnamon and some vanilla. What you got on the nose, you definitely pick up in the palates. On the back end, it's a very faint finish, but it does last a bit, which is interesting because it's thin. So maybe that's why it lasts a little bit. But I think because that cocoa is so strong flavored that I can still pick it up, but it's still very faint. So let's go ahead and go to the next bottle. I really do like that. That's a very good pour. I don't know that it's an everyday pour because I don't know. I want to be drinking hot chocolate bourbon. Oh, I already got myself a pour. Let me close this up real quick. Another thing I wasn't a real big fan of this is that it has a plastic topper with a plastic cork inside. This one is a wood topper with a cork inside, and then this is wood with actual cork inside. So I do like that better. So let's go ahead and go. So this is about a $70 bottle. This is about an $80 bottle, and this is about a $100 bottle. So we're going up in price now. Traverse City. Let's go ahead and take a look at the oils. Now I see the oils there. It looks, I don't know if you can pick it up and there I see a little bit as well. It's not very thick either. It's probably the same, maybe slightly more viscous. Yeah, I would say slightly more viscous than the Backbone. Slightly more. So let's go ahead on the nose. On the nose. Okay, it's a little unusual. It has so much mixed in together that it's hard to pick out different scents. So I'm going to go back to it. I get a lot of bready on there. I get some oak in there on the nose. And honestly, I don't know why. I don't get much more. I'm going to go to the palate and then we'll come back to the nose and see maybe if it's just me or maybe that cocoa just kind of like just blew my sense away. So let me go ahead and take a sip on the palate. Okay, on the palate, it's what I remember. Smoky, charred oak, peach rings, sweet, sugar, white sugar. As it goes along, you taste more of the oak presence. It lasts longer for sure. It's got a lot more going on to it in the flavor. It's a beautiful whiskey. It's a rye whiskey. And man, you'll hear in my videos over and over again, I am not a rye guy. But guess what? I'm just having to admit that it just depends on the rye. I really do like this. This is a fantastic drink, a fantastic pour. They did a good job with this barrel proof. Now, what is this barrel proof? Let me see what the. So we know the other one was 117.9. This is a 6-year-old, and it's 58.3. So what is that? About the same thing, 117.6. It's a barrel proof. Now, barrel proof and cask strength, and there's different labels to that. I'll make a separate video on that, but not all of them mean the same thing. Sometimes water is mixed in with some of these things, or sometimes they go in a little bit lower and they come out. What they come out, they come out. But this is a fantastic flavor. I'm going to put this flavor over the Backbone bourbon by far because it's got so much complexity. Going back to your palate again. Sweet, oaky, peach, red skin apple. It stays in the back ends, just a touch of white pepper, ethanol, and then it wants to open again, maybe even a floral, maybe some more peaches, apricots. I really do like that. It's just different. I really like that. Other than your traditional, just straight brown sugar, your caramels, your vanillas. No, this gives you a little bit extra, a little bit something different. And this is from Michigan, not too far from here. So that's very cool. We can go ahead and support them. And this is a special edition bottle. Fantastic. Now let's go ahead and go to the Four Roses. The Four Roses. Now this is a single barrel, 59%. So what is that? 118 Gaze hop and schnapps. You can see right there. It's a 9-year, 2-month, and it's an OBSK, I believe. Yes, OBSK. So it's 35% rye mash bill. I'm not a huge rye guy. Again, right after I said I love the Traverse City, so. But let's go ahead and see what Four Roses does, because I genuinely like the OE better than these, which are the OBs. And the OEs are a little bit more floral, a little bit more sweet, a little bit less rye. I think 20% as opposed to 35%. Let's go ahead and try it though. On the nose, very perfumey, very nice, perfumey. Just like floral, red fruit, grapes, man, apricot. The nose just has so much going on. It's like cardamom a little bit. A touch of cinnamon. There's just so much going on in the nose. Now let's go ahead and go look at the viscosity. Now there is a lot more viscosity on there. I don't know if you can see it, pick it up. See that? There is quite a bit more. It's not even close of who has the most viscosity on there. It's just, and it takes longer for it to just start coming down those legs. The legs are just starting to come down. Look at that. I love that. Thick. So to me, that should help with the finish. Let's go ahead and try. This is a private single barrel strength. Okay. Nice. Very nice. It has a floral component. I don't know if it's because I'm looking at the picture, but it reminds me of like a rose mixed with like a pear, the inside flesh of like a Bosch pear, those brown pears. Maybe a little bit of apple. You get a little bit of that rye spice in there, but it's not harsh at all. Like I remember it one time being. I'm gonna try it again. Maybe I had a little bit of that Traverse City mixed in there. So I'm gonna take another sip. Okay, I took a bigger sip this time. And the peppery, the ethanol, it stays with you. It lingers a bit. It's got some stronger flavors in terms of the pears, the apricots, the rye, the black pepper, um, just different fruits, along with some vanilla. I don't really taste cinnamon, but it's got vanilla. It's got a touch of caramel, not very much at all. And for my money, I'm going to go back one more time because it changed from the first time to the second time, which leads me to believe that Traverse City was really affecting that first sip. Let me try that again. Okay, so I tried it again. I do like it. To me, it's a slower sipper. It is high rye, so it does linger black pepper on the back end, which kind of sometimes overshadows some of those fruits up front. It kind of dries out my mouth a little bit, a little like tannin oaky. But if you're a high rye guy, I think you're gonna really enjoy it because I think it's pretty good. It's just to me not as good as Traverse City. So the winner by knockout, by for sure for the backbone by knockout, and then this one is by decision. It's going to be the Traverse City for Gay's Hop and Schnapps in Auburn, Indiana. So this was going to go against the Ashley or the other Fort Waynes, and then if it makes it in the finale, it'll go against Ashley, Indiana, and Indianapolis. But for Auburn, for Gay's Hop and Schnapps, Traverse City Whiskey Company, I'll show you again one last time. Straight rye whiskey, barrel proof, 6 years old, 58.3%. I love this metal label right here, the Gay's Hop and Schnapps single barrel private select. 5.5 years old, I believe it is. No, 6 years old, from Michigan. Fantastic bottle. Thank you again. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate all you do. This is Pete with Concise Bourbon. Peace.